Hello, in this video I will be doing a Python tutorial, specifically the print function and the variables. Alright, so let's get started. So what do we want to use Python for? Well, Python is good for building apps, and it's a really easy language to learn because it has simplified syntax. So first, you have to download Python if you don't have it already. So I'm gonna use Chrome, and I go to python.org and downloads, and here you should see the latest version, and there should be a note thing every time. So my thing is 3.9.0, and the note is it cannot be used for Windows 7 or earlier. Luckily I do not have a Windows 7, so I am fine. So I click download Python and I open it, and it should give me this message. So I modify, next, and install. Alright, so I'm done with that. Now I can go to idle. This is not this one. So I go to idle and I open the Python 3.9 bit. Alright, next I'm going to open a new file and I'm going to save as dude hexaphandra tutorial 1.0, and then you can just type whatever you want. So I really like Python. You can also, because it's really easy to use. So you can do math in Python. For example, 5 plus 3, what is it? It says 8. 5 times 5 is 25, and it says 25 here. But it doesn't do like any algebra function. Well, it would if you program it to, but it only does normal multiplication, division stuff. So first, we'll use the print function. So in the print function, it has print, and whatever is in the parentheses, it prints it. For example, if we want to type something, for example, we'd have to put 2 quotation marks around it. For example, if you wanted to type, my name is Dude Hexaphandra, you would put parentheses around it. And when you run, you have to save it. And when you run the module, you get my name is Dude Hexaphandra. And you can also print a variable, print a. So first you have to define a, and if you don't know what a variable is, then you should watch my math video. The link is in the description. But a brief summary of what a variable is: you have to basically assign it a value, and it's basically the value. So if I assign it, my a equals my name is Dude Hexaphandra, you would press print a and run. Now you might be wondering, well, why would you do it when you can just type print a? Well, in the next video, I will be doing the if and else function. In that function, it's key that you use the variable function, because otherwise you'll keep having to type my name is Dude Hexaphandra over and over again. So it's just easier to type a and use a rather than keep typing this. Alright, so there's also so now I'm going to do a quick quiz for you. So if var1 is equal to my blah blah blah, and var2 is equal to blah 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 blah, then suppose you want to switch the variable doing var2 to var1, and you actually can't just put them in the other order and you want to print it. Well, how would you do? Alright, so I recommend you pause this video and take time to figure it out on your own. So we have var1 is equal to blah blah blah, and we have var2 is equal to blah blah blah. So we want to switch these two, what they're assigned. So you might think that we do var1 is equal to var2 and var2 is equal to var1. Well, that won't work because we're saying that var1 is now this. Because var2 is this, so var1 is this. And then we're saying var2 is equal to the newest value of var1. And since var1 is blah, 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 with spaces in between, var2 will also equal blah, blah, blah. So we'll get blah, 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 and this will get twice. So we don't want that. We want this and this each one time. So instead, what we do is temp1 is equal to var1 and temp2 is equal to var2. Now we do var1 is equal to temp1 and var2 is equal to temp2. And when we print var1 and var2, we get blah, blah, blah with no spaces and then blah, blah, blah. Alright, so let's try it. So I wrote the code and now we just use the print var1 and print var2. And now when we run this, we get blah, blah, blah and then blah, blah, blah. So we did it. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more of these amazing videos.